Namaste. In the 31st episode of Songbook for the Self, today we will be listening to Pasuram number 27 from Tiruppavai, kooDArai vellum seer Govinda. The Divyadesam that is being connected to this Pasuram by Kanchi Swami is Tiruvenkatam. Located on the range of the Eastern Ghats called the Seven Hills, Tirumala is a pilgrim center of great significance and is visited daily by thousands of pilgrims throughout the year. It's an ancient temple and its glory has been sung by Azhwars. Claimed to be the richest temple in India, this temple attracts pilgrims from all over the country, and pilgrims stand in line for several hours to obtain the glimpse of the presiding deity for a few seconds. Tirupati town is in Andhrapradesh and is around 200 kilometers from Chennai. A well-maintained ghat road as well as neatly laid steps to the hill can reach the Tirumala hill temple located at 15 kilometers. Tiruvenkatam Divyadesam constitutes three temples: the hill temple at Tirumala for Srinivasa, the Govindaraja temple at Tirupati, and temple at Tiruchanur 3 kilometers from Tirupati for Goddess Padmavathi. The Moolavar in the hill temple is Srinivasa, also called Venkateshwara Balaji, in a standing posture, while the Utsavar is Kalyana Venkateshwarar with Sridevi and Bhudevi. There is no shrine for Tayar in the hill temple. The Tiruchanur temple enshrines Goddess Padmavathi with Utsava Vigraha of Srinivasa. The Govindaraja Perumal, considered to be the brother of Srinivasa, is in a reclining posture in the temple at Tirupati, and there is also a Sannidhi for Pundarikavalli Tayar. The Tirtham is Seshachala Tirtham and the Vimanam is Ananda Nilaya Vimanam. According to Varaha Purana, Adi Varaha manifested himself on the western bank of Swami Pushkarini, while Vishnu in the form of Venkateshwara came to reside on the southern bank of the Pushkarini. More details about this Thala, the Sthala Purana, can be read from the Divyadesam link given in the description. We all know Tirupati, Tiruvenkatam. It's always a beautiful feeling to know more and more about the Lord. In today's Pasuram, the first line has the phrase kooDArai vellum and the last line has the phrase Koodi irundu kulirndu. Kanchi Swami links the first one, Sri Ramanujacharya's debate with those who claimed the sthalam to be a Shaiva sthalam and Vigraham to be that of Murugan or Kumaraswamy. The entire discussion is given in one of the description link. Like many, I have also wondered if religion divides or unites or harmonizes. It's not the religion itself, but our attachment to it that divides. When we hear about Pandavas and Kauravas, we are easily able to say that Krishna was right in asking Arjuna to fight. But when it comes to religious debates, especially involving two sections, we invariably take one side, or we move away from religion itself to avoid confrontation, or we have a very distorted view of what happened, or even if we read from an authentic source, we can still think all this is man-made, and so who knows what is the truth, and anyway, why should we bother, right? I'm not saying all of us think like this, but anything where we go from one level of consciousness to the next level of consciousness, it is a journey. So to be able to understand something, we need to raise our consciousness to that level. And Tiruppavai is a beautiful way to do that. Without raising our consciousness, if we want to understand something at a higher consciousness level, we may misinterpret it. That's all I wanted to share. So any teaching, any religious teaching, if we see it as connecting to life, then it will make more sense to us. That's the whole purpose of sharing affirmations for either the Tiruppavai or Vishnu Sahasranamam, so that we can link the shlokas to life itself. Now, for those of us who really want to understand, there is enough text to read before forming any opinion. I am currently attending Velukudi Ranganathan Swami's Brahma Sutram lecture series, and it is such a delight to see how well the Brahma Sutram is written, taking into account doubts and their resolutions, citing Vedas. It is not any Acharya's personal opinion there. It is their mastery over scriptures that entitles them to debate. We may or may not take sides, but if we just listen to the debate and the points they raise, we will gain respect for all the masters. Chinnajiyar Swami says, worship your own, respect all, and serve all beings as service to God. If we are able to follow what our parents are following, worshipping our own becomes easier. But what if following what our parents are doing creates a conflict within us? Then too, we have been given the freedom to read, research, and resolve the conflicts. If the conflicts still persist, we can switch or we can create our own path and make it our own. In all these cases, the primary underlying factor is that respect others. Respect others. So coming back to Tiruvenkatam, when we want to meditate on this Lord, we can chant Om Venkatachalavasaya Padmavathi Sametaya Srinivasaya Namaha. We saw in Pasuram 2 that Andal says do's and don'ts of the Vratam. She said that we will not beautify ourselves. We will not eat food with ghee. In the 27th Pasuram, now she says we will beautify ourselves and we will eat ghee. This is so beautiful, isn't it? When we have a goal in our mind, to reach the goal, a discipline is required, and any distraction can take us away from our goal. The goal of Andal and her friends was to see the Lord and serve Him. If they spend time in beautifying themselves and eating nicely, that may have distracted them from their goal. Now that they are in front of Krishna, now they can enjoy the same things along with Krishna. There is an interesting philosophy here. Enjoying our life is not wrong. Enjoying it purely for our pleasure, without acknowledging the grace of the Almighty, without sharing with fellow beings, is what can cause misery in the long term. Enjoying with heart full of gratitude and service will only yield more and more for us to enjoy. Also, to build a habit, it takes about 21 to 64 days. Through the days between 2nd Pasuram and 27th Pasuram, Andal and her friends have built the habit of Krishna Smaranam. Not that they were not doing this earlier. This is for us. They have set an example so that we can follow. So after this, even if they enjoy, it will be with Krishna and not without Him. Today's affirmation is based on these ideas. May I be willing to embrace the discomforts that come on my path to my goal. May I connect to the higher consciousness often throughout the day. May I have knowledge and have the strength to stand up for what I truly believe in. Now let us listen to Pasuram number 27. kooDArai vellum seer Govinda. 27th Pasuram in Purvi Kalyani. Sarigama pada pasa sanida pa magare sa. kooDArai vellum seer. kooDArai vellum seer. Govinda. kooDArai vellum seer. Govinda உந்தன்னோடு பாடி பறை கொண்டு யாம் பெரும் சம்மானம் நாடு புகழும் பரிசினால் நன்றாக நாடு புகழும் பரிசினால் நன்றாக சூடகமே தோள்வளையே தோடே செல்வி பூவே பாடகமே என்றனைய பல்கலனும் யாமணிவோம் ஆடை உடுப்போம் அதன் பின்னே சோறு மூடனை பேது முழங்கை வாழி வார மூடனை பேது முழங்கை வாழி வார கூடி இருந்து குளிர்ந்தேனோ ரெம்பாவாய் This is Mishra Japutalam. kooDArai vellum seer kooDArai vellum seer Govinda உன் தன்னோடு பாடி பறை கொண்டு யாம் பெரும் சம்மானம் நாடு புகழும் பரிசினால் நன்றாக நாடு புகழும் பரிசினால் நன்றாக சூடகமே தோள்வளையே தோடே செவி பூவே பாடகமே என்றனைய பல்கலனும் யாமணிவோம் அதன் பின்னே சோறு மூட நெய்ப்பீது முழங்கை வழி மாற மூட நெய்ப்பீது முழங்கை வழி வார கூடி இருந்து குளிர்ந்தேனோரம் பாவாய் கூடி இருந்து குளிர்ந்தேனோரம் பாவாய் ஜெய் ஸ்ரீமன் நாராயணா.